I love it.
I like that song.
I know.
It makes me
Not
happy.
to just bounce around
It
too.
is. Welcome everybody
Yes.
today on our next edition of Engines Off. We have some special guests. These are people that help support Engines Off podcast. And not only that, but a lot of things that we do here at Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner.
Yes.
There's so much stuff that we do, and we just need so much support. And these two lovely ladies have always been there for us, and they've really helped us grow, especially this past year. So we thought we'd have them on today and talk about what's coming for 2025. So welcome, Sia and Janice.
Yay!
Wait. Okay, I know. I tried.
And Sia, we'll just say she's from Brilliant Beam Media.
Yes.
Woohoo! Loves
Yes.
Brilliant Beam. And
Absolutely.
Janice from Tausey. Woo!
Yes, love our Tausey.
That's right. Got
Very
it behind
cool.
me.
Welcome, ladies.
Thank you. It's so exciting to be here. I have not been on a live stream with you guys in ages, and I just like to be the duck that's like behind the scenes paddling in the water.
Yes.
And letting you like just go do your thing and you shine.
I love it. Well, Lord knows we need enough help. That's for sure.
That's
Well,
really
you are shining. You're shining. 100. What are we at, Sia? 100.
Almost 105K already, you guys.
Yeah.
Like, you guys so blew past 100K that it was just like, it was almost like, oh, wait, by the way, yeah, it was incredible. Wait, I have to do this, you guys. Congratulations.
I just got a notification from YouTube that we're going to be getting our little 100K plaque in the mail. It should be coming tomorrow. So,
and of course, we won't show that to anybody.
No.
I mean, we won't put it and splash
I'm
it
gonna
anywhere.
put it right back there.
That's exactly right. We're going to make sure it's seen.
We might have
Oh,
a boxing video.
We might. You never know.
you have to do, you can't not do an unpacking video. It's like, that's part of that's like the rite of passage. That's your privilege. That's, you earned it, ladies.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes.
I love it.
Mhm.
Very cool. So tell us, let's start off with 2025. I mean, so would this happen?
Yeah.
What else have we got going on in 2025? So we got a lot of projects.
Yeah. We have some projects.
Yeah.
We're Janice, you want to fill us in on kind of what we're doing with trying to work a membership kind of association, or because we
Hey, Sia, do you think that's the time to cue the what we did?
Hey, Janice, perhaps maybe that would be a good time for us to perhaps maybe cue up of what we did. Are we ready, kids?
We're
Cindy and Christine have no clue what we did.
No, we do not have any clue. Hi,
We have
Rocky.
no idea. Hi, Raquel.
Full disclosure, it's always fun when you have hosts of a show who have no idea what the production team has in store for them. So this right here is a test of faith.
Yes.
We were on
It's a gift to you.
This is your life moment on her show. And that was a lot of fun. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a blast.
Well, this is our life in 2025, kids. Here we go.
Let's check it out.
Coming soon.
Announcing the AE Corner Product Innovator Community. Cindy and Christina Hardenwise are connecting innovators and building a thriving adaptive equipment community. With almost 105,000 subscribers on YouTube, Cindy and Christina are rolling out the carpet for the adaptive equipment industry. Choose between two great options to showcase your product: the AE Corner Boutique Shop and the AE Corner Superstore. It's a win for small and larger businesses, but a bigger win for our caregivers and families. Do you think there is something for you and your product? Contact us at info@somethingtheraphere.com.
Nice.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Are you?
That's
Is it
fantastic.
everything you thought it would be, ladies?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
That is
so cool.
Fantastic. Yeah. So tell us a little bit about, can you tell us about something there? Tell our viewers about something there.
Because,
Something there.
because,
Okay,
wow,
well, first off, it's a Janice term that just You know, do you ever have like terms that just plant in your head and before you know it, everyone's saying it? So
Yes.
it's like someone just got in our heads and now everything is something there. So Janice, please give us the honors. Where the hell did you get something there from, girl?
Seriously, it's not like I try to create like a phrase, but it's anytime that I feel like there's two things that come together and that people need to meet each other or work together, and I'm like, there's something there. There's something there. Like it's there and that's something.
Like a
Yes.
synergy.
Synergy. That would have been a way better title, Cindy. I think that we should have done synergy.com, but something there just C and I just kept saying it. Like
Love it.
yeah, everything just kept falling into place.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what
That's
is it exactly? What do make the connection between something there, Adaptive Equipment Corner, and this innovators community that's being created, that we're creating this year?
Making that connection. That you guys have already started making that connection when I met you. I met you when I sent you my Tausi to review, and I was like so nervous the whole time. And then you review it, and then I met you in person, and you guys welcomed me into this group of, you called it the mutual mentorship
Yeah.
group.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are really incredibly intelligent women who have invented products in the caregiving space.
Can we shout out their products, Janice?
Please do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in our mutual mentorship group, which
Mhm.
we've had going, we started that because there were women-owned businesses
Right.
that had sent us their products, and it just kind of came together because we were all in that same level where we just weren't sure about what the next step to take, or
Right.
just that support. And so
Right.
we brought together the Functional Hand, the ladies, the innovators from Functional Hand,
Mhm.
Carrie Mellon, that's Celine Skirtich and Linda Mary,
Mhm.
and then Carrie Mellon with Easy Hold,
Yes.
and then Kathleen Quinn
Mhm.
with Mobility Towel, Diane Vitillo
Mhm.
with AFO Assist,
Right.
and
Janice.
Janice with Tausi Brands.
Mhm.
So we all kind of came together and is almost as a support group,
Right.
just saying, we everybody kind of had their own skill, their own,
Right.
where they were in their process as far as entrepreneurship.
Right.
And everybody just kind of brought some different
Yeah.
skills to the table, and we just started sharing that, and
Yeah.
it just kind of blossomed into this group.
Yeah, and it was interesting to me because I love the inventor thing,
Yeah.
and I've done a couple of different products. I'm just going
Mhm.
to plug myself here a minute. Knee pillow and a leg lifter
Yeah.
through Vive. But anyhow, Christina and I love products. We love products just because for me it brings out the kid in me, but also because of how it makes such a difference in our caregivers' lives.
Yeah.
As far as the efficiency and the safety of helping caregivers.
Yeah.
But the thing I liked about the group is it seemed like you said, everybody had their little different things that they were, excuse me, good at. And, some people had to have molds done for their products, and they knew where to get that done, and, the ins and outs there. And some people were on Amazon and how to do that and how to get there.
Mhm.
And, so that it's just all of us working together to uplift each other. And even though we don't have necessarily a product, we are the one that wants to promote those products. We are the one that wants to take them and promote them and show them, to caregivers and
Small business.
That's exactly
small
right.
business supporting other small businesses.
That's exactly
so that's
right.
kind of how that started, Janice. So and then something there came along, was created.
And said, you guys have met so many great innovators throughout the years that you've been doing this, and your product reviews are phenomenal. And all of these other innovators are kind of small and boutique-y, and want to know how to get to that next level.
Right.
And that's when the idea came, like, can we expand this mutual mentorship group, include others underneath this tent,
Right.
and that we call that, all of us together, that collaborative capitalism. Like we can't fight these larger companies.
Right. Right.
Yep.
together, linking arms. Red Rover, hello. That
That's
was,
right.
you know,
Yeah.
you don't necessarily need the strongest people, one strong person on your team. You need a bunch of people on your team.
Right.
Absolutely.
And it's different skill sets.
Yes.
And
Right.
it's different, like when you get a room full of entrepreneurs together,
Mhm.
right? There's going to be like the strength and weakness balancing out each other. And I think with the something their crew, if you want to call us that, right, is there's opportunity to we have the same mission, purpose, and goal, right? Which is we are 100% dedicated to the caregiving community,
Yes.
right? We're
Yep.
we're committed to the caregivers, both professionals and the home unprofessional, unsung heroes, right?
Right.
For the caregivers who don't even recognize their caregivers, but they're definitely researching, they're
Right.
definitely Googling to find out, okay, what does my loved one need?
Right.
And how do I help them live a independent life? How do I
Yes.
help them lead a comfortable life? And then quite frankly, how can they do it without breaking their own backs at the same time?
That's
And
right.
what you guys are doing at AE Corner is like the encapsulation of you're doing the testings, you're doing the you know, quite frankly, validation, product validation, right? The seal of approval. There's nothing to shirk at. You are independent.
Yeah.
You never guarantee the seal.
Right.
You help innovators improve their product to make it more better to market. And that seal of approval right there matters. It's not a pay to play situation. And we're very cognizant of that, right? Because
Right.
I have a 90-year-old mom. I don't want to buy her subpar stuff because a influencer said, "Ooh, it's hot and cool." I want a real impactful influencer to say, "No, this I've tested it. We've tested it. It works."
Right.
Right. You know,
That's what people want.
right. See, and that's what we've found over the years doing this is that lots of times family caregivers, they don't know what they don't know. I mean, they don't know what products are out there. And so they get a call from the hospital or the nursing home and they say, come pick up your loved one tomorrow or, you know, in a week or two or whatever. And so they go and they buy all this stuff that they don't necessarily need. And so what Cindy and I are trying to do is raise people's awareness that there are more than just the usual suspects, if you will, of durable medical equipment or any kind of home health equipment like that. And did you know that this is out there? So we raise awareness. We don't put it out there as a panacea. It's not going to fix everybody's problem, but certainly everybody deserves options, right? So if we can raise people's awareness and hopefully, because caregiving is not only hard on a person's body, it's also hard on a person's wallet. And so if you're
that too,
and buying what you think you need for your loved one without any kind of guidance, then you could be wasting a lot of money, you know? And so so we try to raise people's awareness of these products that they're out there, reach out to us, ask us questions about it. You know, because if you've got a question about it, I guarantee you other people have a question about it. So that's kind of what we really enjoy about this whole about raising people's awareness, especially family caregivers. It's
What I have to tell you is yesterday I was talking with a friend of mine who her father is 88 years old in dementia care and is having a hard time. He broke his ribs, you know, a while ago. He has a bad knee and he hates people telling him what to do. And no offense to anybody out there in parochial school, but you know, he doesn't like women particularly telling him what to do. It kind of triggers him.
Sure.
And so and so all the caregivers seem to be women. And so they try to help him get up onto his walker. And he gets so frustrated. And I showed my friend the foot bar. And I would never know about the foot bar because I watch your videos, I subscribe to your channel, and it's maybe not a product that makes sense to me right now. But I was able to pay it forward and say to a friend, hey, check this out. What does she do? She ordered the foot bar. And she's like, I think every facility needs to have this. And because it's dignified for someone to be able to, do you want to explain what it is? But you can help get yourself up better.
That's right. And maintain that functional independence and their dignity. Because I mean, you know, most people are adults and they for the majority of their adult life, they have been mobile and there's not been an issue with it. But as we get older, things change and that independence looks differently. It doesn't have to go away. It's more what are you able to salvage? And if that football walker is able to do it, awesome, because then you get that dignity back as an adult. that's functionally mobile, and even if you have to use a piece of equipment.
That's right.
And there's no shame in needing a bit of an aid to help. I mean, we
Right.
use crutches. We've normalized that.
Right.
So
Right.
what? So
Right.
what if you work a different type of device? I mean, so here's a question from Raquel.
Mhm.
Will this be offered open to the Hispanic or Spanish speaking community?
I love it. Great
So
question.
Yes,
Great
yes,
question,
yes.
Raquel.
Mhm.
So we actually have had, and just recently, Raquel, we just had somebody. So we put our videos out there on different social media platforms, and one of our viewers asked if we could repost it in Spanish. So I edited it and had the translation in Spanish and put it along the bottom, the captions along the bottom in English and in Spanish. So, and we are currently working
Yes.
to have our videos translated into Spanish. And I think with, with the help of AI, that's huge. But then having somebody, Raquel, that can go through and make sure that it flows in
Right.
that native language, because we want to make sure that people are understanding.
Right.
or you can literally have a Spanish speaker
That's
just do it,
That's
Raquel.
Raquel.
Which if we're going to spill the beans, we're going to put some spilling of beans going on here, peoples. Is we've enlisted Raquel Flores to be the
Yes.
Spanish speaking representative of the AE community. So wait a minute, we got to do another. So yes, this is going to be a multinational, multilingual. For now, we're just starting out with Spanish
Yes.
speaking and English speaking, but by all means, the plans for growth for the AE product innovator community and just community in general is going to expand. And look, let's be honest. If you look at the demographics, there is a significant Spanish speaking population in the caregiving space.
Oh
Yeah.
And it's just a great opportunity, I think, for, again, I think caregivers in general, either professional or family, there is a insecurity, right, within themselves of, am I taking good care of the person, that
Absolutely.
I love, or your client, and having that community bond together, right?
Right.
Just to know, hey, we're not alone in this. Or can I just tell you what? There was one viral video you guys did on a compression sock. I have not seen so many people coming out of the woodwork
Right.
calling that particular product BS, and or others going, oh my gosh, what a godsend. And
Right.
I think those types of discussions need to happen. Could people be more tactful online? Sure.
Ma'am, you could. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Cindy and Christina, and I love about you is you kept that conversation with dignity. At some point you did have to shut it because some of the weirdos were definitely coming out of there. But I think we should welcome those types of debates.
Absolutely.
Right? Because it's not a one shoe fits everybody, size fits all situation. And I think as caregivers, we need to understand that as well as, wait, what would work for dad certainly ain't working for mom.
Right.
Absolutely.
And the other thing too that I like about that going on is, and I wish this was happening a little bit more instead of, I would love for the community to share their experience. If what they're seeing doesn't work for them, but if they have something that is, I'm sure there's many people out there that it would work for also.
Yeah.
So we love hearing from people, sharing your experience. If you don't think what we're showing will work, if you have a way it works, please share, because it only is going to help other people, and that's what we're here for.
Absolutely. And if it doesn't work for you and you don't have anything nice to say about it or anything constructive to say about it, scroll on by. Then this is for you, and that's okay. But you don't you don't need to feel compelled to say that. But if you have something constructive to say, please share. Because people, some people read the comments, and that's where I think they get
learn.
They can learn. I know that's where I learn from. Sometimes we got such smart viewers that something they'll put stuff out there. I'm just like, that is brilliant. It is brilliant. It's so simple. It's a life hack, and that's awesome. And to be because then maybe we can make a video out of it and raise awareness of that life hack or that product or how to use a product differently.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
What I find very interesting is, and I think we sometimes run the danger of in general is we get too gadgety. So like,
Yeah.
let me ask you guys this question, because let's say, for example, I'm a product innovator
Mhm.
and I have built a single purpose product,
Mhm.
meaning this product is designed to simply do one function and one function only.
Right.
Um, is it something where you encourage the designers to say, hey, what other use case applications could this be applied to? Or is it something where sometimes, and I don't know anything about the adaptive equipment industry, so you're going to have to educate me, please, is sometimes you just need a single purpose built product for a single purpose.
Yeah.
Help me understand
Yeah,
that.
it can, but I think one of the things that I like most about what Cindy and I do is looking at a product that maybe wasn't initially intended for a certain population, and as rehabilitation therapists, we look at it like that. We look at it through those eyes, and then raise their awareness. Tell the story about the grabber, the reacher grabber that we saw at the Abilities Expo one year.
Oh yeah, we were next to a table that had these awesome reachers, grabbers
Yeah.
that are different from most. And I went over and talked to the kid that was over there, and he said they happened to be at a dog show because the reacher grabber was initially to pick up dog poo, and he was he was at a dog show.
Yep.
And a woman came by. She was in a wheelchair. She's like, "Let me see that." So she was messing around with it, picking stuff off the floor and everything. And she's like, "I will take one of those."
Yeah.
And I mean, light bulb, you
Yep.
know, and he's just like, "Oh my gosh, yes, this is perfect." So he made a couple of changes, came to the Abilities Expo, sold out while he was there.
Wow.
You know, so it's just, I just think that, you know, it takes a community to think outside the box,
Yeah.
you know, and sometimes I get stuck in the box, and,
Yeah.
you know, it just takes a community to really take a look at things and see what potential there is, because there's so many brilliant people.
Yeah. Like
you know,
Sure Grip Kitchen Towel. Shout out to Sure Grip Kitchen Towel. She created this kitchen towel that has a few strips of silicone in the middle of it, because when she invented it, she was pregnant at the time, and when she would put her kitchen towel over the stove handle or the oven handle, it would fall off. And as she was pregnant, she couldn't bend over to pick it up, and it kept falling off. So she put those silicone strips in the middle of the towel, hung it on the oven, and it wouldn't fall off.
Right.
And so then what she was at a show selling them, and she had somebody came up and said that they would be good for opening, the silicone strips would be good for opening jars with lids and stuff.
Yes.
So she reached out to us, and and that was kind of our angle that when we did the product review, was make it for people with weak grip strength, weak or painful grip strength. So it's stuff like that that it starts off this way, you know, and the innovators, that's fantastic that they had that light bulb moment. But to see when there are more light bulb moments that can help other populations, that to me is just, it's just amazing.
And the thing is, you're not taking a cut from these things. You're collaborating.
Right.
You are not like, you know, I'm a Shark Tank, you know, those shows that just like, you know, I come up with something else, I get a big piece of the pie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we don't sell the product. We just make the company send us the product. We make a video showing people how to use it.
We do research.
Yep.
We research it. We try it. And when we say we try it, we mean we literally try it.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about we've tried incontinence products.
We just did a
from
video.
Cindy.
Incontinence products. We just did a video on the soak chair.
Yeah.
And sits bath kind of chair, and
used it in the shower.
Sure was in our shower for a few weeks, you know, so you try it out. And so, I mean, it's something that we can say as rehabilitation therapists, we've actually used it. And sometimes that's where some of our inspiration comes from. And so we'll go back to the innovator, to the company, and say, have you ever considered this? Or we found that it didn't work so well with what you're saying. You might want to consider maybe changing the wording on it, or making some tweaks on certain things. So, yeah, it is definitely a team effort, and we're happy to
and
give our opinions on it.
You know, I'm going to try to figure out how to say this nice. I don't mean this mean, but you need thought processes from caregivers. You need thought processes from therapists.
Yes.
Because, and just because we had a product that came to us, I was really excited about it. Seemed like it was going to, and I'm not going to mention it, but it seemed like it was going to be great. And then once we got it and started looking at it and took measurements, and so it wouldn't fit where it was supposed to fit, and it wouldn't adjust like it was needed to adjust. And it was just like, darn, if we would have seen this beforehand, and if we would have been able to give our opinion prior to production, and it wasn't a cheap thing, then some of these things probably could have been worked out. But it was just, it's just like, we can't do this.
That would be our advice to any innovators out there that are interested in joining this community or having us take a look at your product. It doesn't have to be us. Reach out to somebody that would be using your end user and get some feedback, man. What do they say? Fail fast?
Right.
Yes.
So, talk to the people, the end user. If it's an adaptive piece of adaptive equipment, talk to an occupational therapist, talk to a physical therapist, talk to a speech therapist, talk to a nurse, somebody that's going to be, a family caregiver, somebody that might be using it, and get that feedback and fail fast before you move forward. Because and sometimes it's a lot of times in this industry in particular, it's not a case of if you build it, they will come.
Right.
It is so true. And that's what I love about what you're doing with this community, because this community, because since I'm part of it, we're actually going to a trade show together. We're spreading, the hardship of buying into all of these things for inventors and new products. And we're sending you guys there. we're sending you to represent all of the products, because you are rehabilitation specialists. You have 100 and almost 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. You are healthcare influencers. You know what you're talking about. And you love products. You're product nerds.
Right. Yeah. We are.
So speaking of being a product nerd, and speaking of getting feedback, and speaking of a purpose-built product that may or may not have been fully intended to be, I don't know, outside the realm, but there's several use cases. I'd like to jump in for one of the sponsors of this show, if you guys don't mind, because I don't know, when you have a sponsor, you may need to give them some airtime a little bit. But the funnier part is, you really need to give it airtime when the patented inventor is actually on the show. So ladies, if you guys don't mind, I need to do a small break here.
Yes.
And because I want to have a commentary on this particular product. So shall we?
Yes, we shall.
Let's do it.
Falling asleep with your head in the wrong position is a pain in the neck. You deserve Tausi Comfort for head, neck, and back support. Go to TausiBrands.com and get your comfort on.
All right. Wait. Okay, so here's my input. What was designed, and I'm going to speak for you, founder. I have no problem talking about Tausi because I love my Tausi. So what was started out as seeing her father in home care with pillows stacked weirdly, his neck's all crooked and not holding his neck and head in position, Tausi came about. Right. And how you guys got together is because of the caregiving industry and the need for a more structured pillow that will offer both neck but back support as well.
Yes.
And then, as you saw in the video, this is not someone that is, not independent. These are independent, like young-ish, right? I mean, anyone that can move around, like you saw someone sitting at their desk working. And then I want to give credit to myself because I'm telling you right now, everyone, there's a big use case. I can see this being applied in consumer space. How many times have we gone on vacation, tried to find what are those lounge chairs, and then you end up rolling up towels, and it's all like jacked up and weird? Put a Tausi, hang the Tausi right there, and have it slide up and be down adjustable, and sell it to all the resorts out there. Hint, Marriott, Hilton. I've been trying to call you peoples. Anyway, you can see the use case where it's consumer focused, not just for adaptive caregiving.
Right.
And Tausi is a perfect example of, and I think Cindy Christina, you said it. You're like, I use it for when I just drive in my car.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah. I use it. I've got it in my desk chair right now. I use it in the car. I use it on the airplane.
Yep.
And you know, the thing that I absolutely love about it is the versatility.
Yeah.
So I can use part of it for my back, and then Janice, do you have? I don't want to take mine behind my back. Can you show the little pillow?
My little square, mini square.
So I just,
There you go.
yeah. So I put the big piece behind my back, and then I take that little mini square and I roll it up behind my neck when I'm on the airplane. I mean,
She's out.
I've got it down. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
people, I've got
she's
it
out like a
down,
light.
and I'm out, and I hope I don't snore. And I don't know. It's a good.
You know
it's a good
what?
deal.
You know what I really like when we first got the Tausi. I was working in long-term care, and I heard your story, Janice, that you were talking about your dad,
Mhm.
and right away, like 10 people that I've worked with in the past in long-term care came to mind, that we had put in. They're called Jerry chairs. They're little recliners. They got small casters on them, and they're still industrial looking.
Yeah.
You try to make them comfortable as one of your patients or your residents, and so you put pillows in there, and you put pillows, but it's just a leather kind of pleathery recliner.
Yeah.
And you put the person back and recline them back, and you put a pillow behind their head, and it's because it's that pleather, that vinyl stuff, the pillows always slide off on the floor.
Yeah.
And because
Mm.
the casters on there, the chair can be taken just about anywhere that, if they want to go visit with somebody in a visitor's room, you can wheel them out there. The person in the chair, for the most part, is immobile.
Mhm.
They have to be placed in the chair. They have to be positioned. They have to be repositioned. And so most of so they aren't able to reposition themselves because
Right.
they're at a stage in their process.
Mhm.
And so having that Tausi to be able to strap around the top of that,
Mhm.
it to me is just like, and so that the pillow doesn't fall off, because sometimes that person can't speak for themselves.
Right.
Maybe
Right.
they can't say, I'm uncomfortable in
Yeah.
between changes and positioning changes.
Mhm.
And so having that ability to strap that Tausi on the top of the Jerry chair and know that it's not going anywhere, and
Right.
that your loved one will be comfortable.
Yeah.
It just, to me, just the dignity that it brings back, instead of having the pillow fall on the floor and you're
Rolling over it.
yeah, rolling over it, rolling on it, stepping on it. Who knows where the floor's been? And
That's exactly what my dad was in. And that's exactly, and when he hugged me and his pillows fell on the floor,
Yeah.
floor was dirty.
yeah,
It's as simple as that. And, and I think about, like, we don't think about comfort for other people.
Right.
I think intentionally enough. And I think that, I don't want to be about Tausi, because I want to go back to what you're doing to make it actually more comfortable for anybody in the caregiving space.
Right.
I have to tell you, when my mom was looking for products for my dad, and we were at, a big box store,
Mhm.
and trying to find bed sheets, sheets for moisture barriers,
Mhm.
because he was incontinent at that point, and she started opening up the packages, and they're just rough, and she started crying.
Yeah.
And I remember her crying, and I said, let's go to the baby section. And she got mad at me. She goes, what are we going to do in the baby section? And I'm like, we love babies. We make things soft for babies.
Right.
And they also have the same problem.
yeah,
Right.
Their crib sheets get wet. And so we want that barrier.
Yeah.
And it was like this light bulb moment of her and I just looking at each other like, we love our babies.
yeah.
Yes.
We don't love our seniors. And it could be because there's history there. It could be that, we've got some, let's face it, we all have a little childhood trauma that we all deal with.
that person caused. Yeah.
Right?
I've seen it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But still they deserve to be comfortable. Still they deserve to have aids to help them live a dignified life independently as long as possible. And what I love what you're doing, and can we talk about what they're doing next for our audience, Sia, about like, you guys are putting in the hands of just everybody,
Mhm.
like how to get products, what products are necessary, and how to use them in a drum roll.
Yes.
Oh wait, hold
Drum roll.
on. Oh wait, I thought I had Dremel. I used to, and I deleted it. Sorry. Wait. Okay.
But you guys are writing a book.
Yes. We have a book that is going to be kind of a step-by-step.
Yep.
A little bit about, if you have to do the urgent thing of going to pick mom up tomorrow.
Yep.
Versus kind of the longer term caregiving
Mhm.
and kind of what to look for, what to expect,
Yeah.
what might help, throughout the house, different
Yeah.
rooms, different
Yeah,
things.
step by step
Mhm.
kind of thing.
So I like that it's throughout the house. You're going basically into each room, and then are you highlighting like what people can do to be independent, or aids for daily activities?
Yep.
Yeah.
So different
all of that.
aids,
We're-
safety, all of that good
and
stuff.
we're trying to focus on the easiest way for a family caregiver to consume the material.
Mhm.
And so the table of contents, we're going to try and make it as easy as possible so that you know what you need to look for. You can go to the table of contents. We'll try to make it relatively
Easy.
detailed as
Mhm.
possible and easy as possible so that you don't have to read the book from cover to cover.
Right.
You can just pick it up, find the area that you want to go to quickly and read through it, and then hopefully solve your solution. And then in your spare time, you can, as a
Right.
family caregiver, then you can
Right.
read the book.
Right.
Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. Tables of contents. I really honestly haven't looked at them since like I was doing research papers back in the before internet.
Yeah.
And I think it's really important that you are shortcutting people's time and respecting that.
Or
Right.
even in the index. So we'll have an index in it as well. So that'll have those keywords so that you could go straight to that and find, like a car manual.
Yeah.
Whenever you want to find out how to change, or how much air pressure is in your tire, goes in your tires, you can go
That
to
little light that blinks, you're like, why is that blinking at me?
Right.
Yeah. Do we have an example of this book? And
Yeah.
can
So
you help us?
yeah. So what I was just gonna segue into is, here's the fun part, audience. This is why the community, right? The product innovator community that we're developing here, that's growing, and we're expanding upon, is the fact that we all could use each other's advice and feedback, right? So we are soliciting help. We're asking for help, you guys. We'd love for you guys to tell us, do you like something that we're thinking about, or do you like the alternative thing that we're thinking about? So one of the big debates that we've been having amongst ourselves
Yes.
is, well, how to name this darn book, peoples. So
Yeah.
here's selection A. Wait. Let me do a da-dum tish for A.
boom.
Is this? It is called Empowering Independence.
Mhm.
So it's a guide to adaptive living.
Yep.
So does empowering independence tickle your fancy, or does, I know I've got to really get better at my soundboard work here. Or does this tickle your fancy better, people? B, which is titling the book Adaptive Living.
A
A guide to independence and comfort. So the tagline is slightly different and the titles are slightly different. So do you like A, which is Empowering Independence, a guide to adaptive living? Or do we like B,
Yay.
Adaptive Living, a guide to independence and comfort?
We got a little A/B testing, live A/B testing going on right
That's
now.
right.
I know. Okay, so I have a family joke for this, you guys. When I was in Thailand, like you're in a foreign country, you're taking 40,000 versions of the same image because you just want to make sure you get the right picture. So
Right.
literally throughout the trip, it became A or B, B or C, A or
Ooh.
C, and it was hilarious. So I'm just gonna say it in my family tone, guys. Ready?
Mhm.
Come on,
Okay.
A or B.
It's like being at the eye doctor's too. Which one looks better, one
Or
or
two.
two?
A Or B. And yeah, I'm long elongating this out here, guys, because I'm waiting for some feedback here. It looks
Yeah.
like Raquel Flores is saying B.
Yeah.
Okay, we got Dr. Kimberly Adams.
Dr. Kimberly Adams is saying, and she's like, B.
Guide to Independence and Comfort. Like it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Brian.
But Brian here. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian. Oh,
A.
Okay. We've got someone here that might be live checking in. Janice Shokra saying B. The Influencers Connection Corner crew is saying we like B. So there's a lot of B's here. Okay.
can I ask Brian? Brian, what is it about A that you like? And could we blend A and B together? Oh, thank you, Brian, for answering that. He likes empowering independence. Could we add empowering independence into B?
Okay. So he likes empowering independence, but you're saying, Janice, to adaptive living, maybe saying empowering independence underneath?
No, Empowering Independence, a guide to independence and comfort. That's a lot of independence.
There's a lot
of independence.
We have empowering independence on the back cover right there.
Oh, right.
We do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, so everyone, okay, maybe I told you we should have put arrows, lady, to point out the differences.
I know.
Okay.
You know,
A. So, by the way, Leslie just popped in from New York. So we have option A, empowering independence on the right here, a guide to adaptive living, and then behind it is an empowering independence. Maybe we put the other title in the back page. So it's like we're figuring out how to title this, kids. So is empowering independence, and then on the front, or do we like B, adaptive living in the front and putting empowering independence back? So it's like swapping, right?
Yep. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Okay, so I love this. So I'm trying to catch up on the comments here.
A guide to independence and comfort.
Oh my gosh, Kim, I'm right there with you. I can never get that the eye doctors. I get confused too. I overthink it, and I'm like A, B, yes, and they're like, no, that wasn't the option.
I make her do it again.
That's hilarious. Okay, so thank you, Sincera. He's saying he's really loving all the creation that's going on, you guys, with something there, and everything that we're pulling together.
You see Brian's comment? Yeah.
Brian, and then he's saying B. He said B. Okay, let me pull in Brian's.
Yeah.
Oh, empowering. Okay. Oh, I love what Brian's saying. Replying to, let's see. Yes, I would use B as a subtitle. I have cerebral palsy since birth, and I feel empowering would be a better fit.
Nice.
I love that. I love that that thought process behind it, because I think it does empower people to live independently. It does empower people. That just gave me the chills.
Yep.
I'm changing my vote.
Oh, so you're leaning on A. Okay.
Yeah.
Leslie,
okay.
I like the new idea, the swap.
Okay, so I think we still have a lot of B's in the mix, but I do like Brian's feedback. That's C. This is someone that lives, right? And can tell you, that's BS, right? As opposed to the ivory tower conceptual of things. Right. He's giving you the same feedback as you guys would, right? So
absolutely.
Hey, Brian, when the book is released, we'd love to have you give your version of the seal of approval, sir. No obligations.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get that book to Brian.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, look at that, Raquel. Hey, Raquel, you need to say it in Spanish, though, in español, por favor.
Absolutely.
I'm kidding, girl. Look at that. So Kim's actually replying back to Brian saying, yeah, she agrees. I'm telling you, Brian just swayed us. I think we're going to go.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. Wow, great feedback.
So look at him. Great. Awesome. So here's another thing too that I'd like to kind of just throw out there, because we are running up on time and we can talk about this all day. But I think there's like a confusion of some of these gadgets seem like the learning curve is something that I just don't want to deal with, right? Some folks are like, this gadget, this invention, this product, this product feels like, is it realistic, or is it just a gadget for gadget heads? Because we know we have those, right? Like,
right.
Anyone that loves technology probably has like a ton of like gadgets, in their closet somewhere. So how do you kind of address something that just seems more gimmicky and less purposeful?
Mm-hmm. I feel like we try. So here's the thing especially with our seal of approval, that, like you said before, it's not a guarantee. We do our research, we take a look at it, and there have been products that we've turned down. We have put some products out there that seem to work, that were safe, they met our expectations, our criteria, but probably we're a little bit more gimmicky than and what's the I hate to even say that there was like an as seen on TV sock aid thing to put your sock on. This was years ago, and we took a look at it, and it did what it said, but there were other ones, there were less expensive ones, so we did put it out there. We said what we thought about it, and I'll tell you what, there was a lot of people that still really like that product. So it's just, I think there's, again, we're not saying that every product is for everybody. We are just trying to raise people's awareness. Of course, if it doesn't meet our criteria, it's got to be safe, it's got to be functional, it certainly has to be, cost effective for what we're thinking about. But some of those gimmicky things people like.
Or it's not even so much. It just isn't gimmicky. It's just maybe not for you.
Yeah.
Like the sock, the compression stocking donors and stuff.
Right.
When we did the one about the compression stocking donor that was just the slick material, the Glide. People were like, just use the bag that it came in, or just use a grocery bag. And yes, you can do that. It's definitely a life hack. But some people can't. Some people can't use. There are some states that don't allow those grocery bags in their states anymore. So or the bag that it came in. The bag that came in is this big. My foot wouldn't fit in that.
Right.
But here's the idea.
Right.
The whole idea is the idea of putting something that is slidey, slicky between the compression sock and the skin. That's the idea about. And granted, that is like purpose built and design. Yeah, it may not be for everyone, but it might be for the caregiver that's freaking having to shove that thing up, someone's poor leg, right?
That's
so,
right.
But that makes
and that's where I'm kind of.
Sorry, you and I are going to say the same thing, I think. The thing is, like, about products, like, and I'm going to do a shout out to Mobility Towel and Kathleen Quinn, who couldn't make it today. She's part of our little something their team behind the scenes. She's got a product that I sent to my son, who's 23 years old, because his friend just had shoulder surgery.
That is different.
That's hard to say. And he's a physical therapist, and he didn't know about Mobility Towel, and he had his mom staying with him, and I think he's kind of happy. He's like, and when he got it, he goes, my back will finally be dry.
Yes.
Because he did not want his mom coming in to help him, and I don't blame him.
Independence and dignity.
Yeah.
Right. And 24 years old.
That's exactly right.
Simple. And for anybody who's listening, this is a lightly weighted bath towel, and it could, when you just fling it over your shoulder with your working arm, it drag it on your back, and boom, it stays against your back because it's weighted, and it clings to your skin. And so, and you can do it for your legs. You can, that. And isn't she also one of the sponsors of Engine Off?
I think so. I think so. I was just about to say, it sounds like you're trying to tell me to cue that up, lady. Here we go, kids.
Alrighty.
So as you can see, you can grab the loops, and with the weights, it's going to allow that towel to stay. You don't have to grasp the towel. You don't have to grab it.
Mobility Towel. Awesome.
Janice, I was going to just want to say one more thing, because you brought up a very good point, and it was just that, this physical therapist didn't know about, young man didn't know about the Mobility Towel, and that is a huge, huge part of our product innovators community, is we've got such small innovators. They have done it. A lot of them are caregivers that have done it out of necessity, and trying to get the word out is like climbing a mountain.
Yeah.
And we just feel like, being together as a group and lifting each other up and climbing that mountain together is going to be very, very beneficial for all of us.
Yeah.
And
100%.
trying to get there.
And what I love is that you were found by a distributor.
Yes.
And the distributor is actually going to make a bigger platform
That's right.
for all of these small boutique brands who are part of your community, who get to be on them, this superstore, as we called it in the beginning of it. So you have your boutique shop. After you review products, people can get onto your shop, which is fantastic. And then they have the opportunity to get onto Health Mobius, which is a large distributor. They're basically, if you think about, there's 3 large distributions in the healthcare world. We've got McKesson, Carewell, and somebody else. And a brand like me, I can't go in there because they would bankrupt me. And so that's the challenge of a small brand, is like, I can't, to manufacture again and again and again means I need some capital, or I need a line of credit.
Yep.
And what this is like a stepping stone, because he works with the big boys,
Yep.
but he's going to protect these small brands so we can scale. And what a beautiful stepping stone for brands who want to grow intentionally and not bankrupt themselves or go into a hell of a lot of debt to be able to, like, someday maybe make that money when everybody's getting a little piece of the pie.
Right.
And so this is a game changer for you guys. So congratulations on getting recognized by a mid-sized distribution company that is filling a niche. So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're really excited about it. It's nice. You get those questions, and and it's nice to have a place to send them, and then also just to help elevate other small businesses as well. It's really
Again,
something
it's
we're doing.
it is that collaborative, right? Like, the idea being is all, like, I say it all the time, and I know I say it wrong, but all ships rise with the tide, right? So success begets success. How many more idioms do I need to say, peoples? So
Well, there's something there, honestly.
there's definitely something there. So for more information, everyone, again, email info@somethingtherethare.com, and we will outline actually what this community actually is defined and what it will provide for innovators, product innovators. And it's all Cindy and Christina driving so much of your guys' purpose, your value systems, and again, that strong desire to bridge that gap. As you say, Janice, you're a small business yourself, and you would go bankrupt. Now, granted, we'll get you there so you could sustain the level of slim margins that those bigger distributors require. But until then, man, AEC, you guys are making that gap happen. So entrepreneurs, this is why we're on LinkedIn, you guys, and this is why we're also on YouTube, to fulfill and help people understand you're not by yourself.
Right.
As a caregiver, as a family caregiver, and as a product innovator in the caregiving industry. So info@somethingtherethare.com. Hell yeah, I'm doing a pitch.
Or hey, DM us. DM us and let us know if you're interested, and be happy to get in touch with you and send you more information.
And any of us, because you guys are so much more visible than I am. And Sia, Brilliant Beam, me at Towsy Brands, Cindy and Christina, you guys are everywhere. So, just really, if you want to know how to be part of this community, and we're going to be doing some more webinars to, like, really talk with and have more behind the scenes. You guys can ask any questions, but it's important that small brands align themselves with people who are genuine. And that's what Cindy and Christina are. You guys are the real deal. You are like the Mr. Rogers of caregiving.
You really are, ladies. You guys are almost too nice, where I'm like, I feel like when we have our, like, group meetings, lightning's going to strike, and you guys are just going to be like the unfortunate victims by virtue of, like, location. But no, I cannot sing your praises more. You're genuine, you're real, and now is the time to offer a community that hasn't been really on, which is the adaptive equipment space. So, guys, if you want to learn more, let's do it. Again, hit up Cindy and Christina. Yeah, send it to all of them. Make them answer all the questions. We kid. Okay, ladies, do you want to wrap up your show? Because I just realized I just took over your show.
No, no,
Yeah.
perfect. We are so happy you guys joined us today,
Yes.
and we got to talk about some of the stuff that's
Yep.
coming up in 2025. We're really excited.
Yep.
We
We had a show planned for today,
Mhm.
but our guest got sick. So if you hopped on here thinking you were going to see Crystal Gallo, she will be on their next show in February. So
Yep.
make sure you tune in for
We
that.
appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Until
Thanks, you
then,
guys.
Yes. Bye-bye.